Students, in this video, we are going to learn about the breadboard. So this is what your front view of the breadboard. This breadboard contains the four parts. First part, second part, third part and the fourth part. This is only for your reference for understanding purpose. Okay. And whenever we are using this breadboard, we should know how to use this breadboard or how to connect this breadboard. It contains the holes here, you can see here. So these holes we are using to insert the electronic components. Okay, here you can see these holes. In these two, the holes are arranged in the form of rows and columns. Okay, so this is the vertical portion of the row and this is the horizontal portion of the holes. Okay, why I am telling this means we are going to use this breadboard for these two parts. The holes are connected in vertical. Holes are connected in vertical and in these two parts holes are connected in horizontal. That means what means if you want to use the any electronic components, for example, you see what is this? This is the resistance. This is what your resistance. I want to connect this resistance in this breadboard means you have to insert this in this holes like this. Okay, how I am inserting in the video, no? So you see here one hole is inserted in this hole and another hole is inserted in this hole. So here what it implies means this in these two parts, if you are connected the resistance here means it is used in the vertical position. So the first end of the resistor, if you are connected any one of the hole, this whole line is nothing but what your first end of the resistor. Similarly, if you are connected here means this is what the second end of the resistor. What is its meaning means according to your circuit, if you want to connect the another component to this end, what you have to do means you have to connect in this line only. So for example, just you think that if our two resistors, this is the symbol of the resistor and this is the symbol of the resistor. Okay, one end of the resistor is connected here and another end is here, and for this and another resistor should be connected here. Okay, so here the same you see here. So first resistor is connected according to this. First resistor is connected here. Okay, this is the first end of the resistor. This is the second end of the resistance. Next, what you should do? You have to connect the second end of the resistor to the first end of this. How you are going to connect means you see here I have to connect to this hole. This hole and it is connected to the other holes like this. You see here second end of the resistor is connected to the first end of the another resistor. Here also the same thing. Second end of this resistor is connected to the first end of the other resistor means here the same line you have to connect. Okay, so that means what is my intention is if you want to use the this part or this parts, the components is how you are using means you have to connect vertically. They are connected vertically. Okay, so here what happens, this is also vertically. If you want to use this one and this one means they are connected horizontally. Horizontally is nothing but what? Here, if you are connected like this, this end is this is the first end of the resistor. This is what your second end of the resistor. If you want to connect another resistor to the second end, means like this you have to connect. That means the second end of this is connected to the first end of this resistor. And here there is no connection. This is the different one and this is the different one. Okay. So what you have to understood from this means, always remember that these two parts are used in vertical direction and these two parts are used in horizontal direction. So this is what the front end of the breadboard. Okay, what I said, these two parts we are going to use in the form of vertical direction and this is in horizontal. Why we have to use these two parts in vertical and these two in horizontal? For this you are going to see the back part of the breadboard. Students, just you see here what is in the back side means these two parts are connected. These two parts are connected in vertical. That means here the metal is attached in the vertical and here the metals are connected in horizontal. Okay, so because of that we are going to say that, so these two parts you should connect in vertical direction. Okay, these two in horizontal direction. Okay, so now let us see what is the use of this center. Okay, so this part we are using to connect the integrated circuits, that is nothing but what the ICs. Why? Because if I connect the IC here, what happens, this first pin and this last pin are connected in the same line. That means they are going to short. It is not possible to do any work or the connection. For that what we have to do means, between this we are going to connect the ICs. Okay, like this you have to connect when you are using the ICs. Now students, let us see how to connect this circuit. Okay, this circuit contains the two resistors. Let us say R1 and R2. R1 and R2, and this is the LED symbol. Okay, I will show you how to connect this in the breadboard. Okay, I think all of you are able to see this circuit and the breadboard. Let us remove this because it is going to confuse you. Let us remove this. You are going to see the circuit. Okay, so first let us connect this R1 resistor in the breadboard. Okay, here it is not compulsory that you have to use this part or any part, but usually if you start from the left side then it is better, only for the clear connections. Okay, let us connect this one. Okay, according to this circuit I have connected this R1. Okay, next what happens, this is the first end of the R1. Okay, this whole vertical line is first end of the R1. This is what your second end of the R1. What I should do, I am going to take this resistance as an R2. Second end of the R2 is connected to the second end of the R1 is connected to the first end of the R2. Okay, you connect this anywhere here. Okay, you can see here, this is according to your circuit, this is your R1, this is your R2, in between there is a connection. You have to connect in same line, then only there built a connection between the R1 and the R2. Next, what is the next part? From this end to this end, what is there in the circuit? LED is there. Let us take this is nothing but what your LED. Here I am going to connect from this end to this end. Again connection. So here I have connected the, you see here I will show, first end of this resistor is in this line. This is connected to first end of the LED, and second end of the second resistor is connected in this line. Okay, this is a one small circuit I shown you like this. According to the circuit, you have to connect the breadboard. Hope all of you understood this, how to use the breadboard and how to do the connections. Another one thing I want to tell you. So like here you are going to see some notches, okay. You see here some notches are there. Why these notches are given to this breadboard? So what you have to do means, using this you are going to extend your breadboards. Here you are going to see the holes. Okay, you connect these holes with these notches. You are going to get the big breadboard. So if our circuit is little bit big means, you can do this one. You can use this one. You see here now this is a big breadboard. If your circuit is big or if you are doing any big projects, you can use like this also. Let us hope all of you understood how to use the breadboard and how to do the connections in the breadboard. Thank you, students.